Good morning, guys. Today is 13th of June and it's 7 minutes past 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Sorry for being late. Had something urgent to take care. So, US stock futures slump after Israeli strike. Dow futures fall almost 500 points. And this is an hour older report. Futures have changed a bit since then. Futures drop, oil surges after Israeli strike on Iran. Okay. Trump calls on Iran to agree to nuclear deal after Israeli airstrike. Oil is higher. So let's go to what data we have today, economic data. So we have critical preliminary University of Michigan consumer sentiment data. And then we have preliminary University of Michigan inflation expectation, both at 10 a.m. So market will be a little bit cautious until that time. Let's see what we had. Last time we had, previous one was 52.2%. Now they're expecting 53.5%. What has been historically? Historically, the consumer sentiment has been going down. So if we take it from, let's say, 2025, so consumer confidence has been going, consumer sentiment has been going down. So that is not a good thing. That has something to do with the trade tariff war going on. That's there. Let's see how it goes. And let's say inflation is going higher. Inflation expectation is going higher, right? So you can see on 2025, we started at around 3%. We have gone all the way to 7.3%. What we are expecting. Okay, let me see 1 second. So let's see what it comes. Last time, previous one was 6.6%. So let's say, well, okay. So this is May, yeah. So let's say how it goes. Now looking at the probability map for today, yesterday was kind of okay. Today it's 54% Dow up, 60%. S&P 65% on the NASDAQ, 13th of June. That's what history is suggesting. We have a situation where an unforeseen event has happened, so we'll see how it goes. Again, these are probability map. Let's see. I'll be surprised if it's bullish today, but you never know what happens in the market. So thank you very much for following us on TWT, on the Twitter, on YouTube, and on my website. We will learn to identify high probability investing and trading setups. We provide financial market education research. Please reach out to admin, ADMIN, at twtlearning.com for any training need you may have. So it's admin at twtlearning.com. So let's jump into our market outlook. Dow Jones, nothing has changed. Dow Jones still hovering in this rectangular box. As long as Dow Jones is above 42,500, we still have room to go higher, but let's see how it goes today. Let's see how the entire market all participants, how they react to what has happened overnight in the geopolitical side. Here we have the same 6,000. The S&P closed 6,045 yesterday, and let's say where we have room to come down to 595060. Yeah. So let's see how market perceives. Is the market going to? Obviously, the market is going to open lower, but it's going to start buying. We'll see how it goes. In the case of NASDAQ, we closed as 21,913. And if we come back to retest this level, then this could be 21,592 and 21,494. So we'll definitely have price opening gap in the market today. Let's see where the futures are. Okay, so let's say, futures actually dipped to the low for the day is 21,407. So that means the future started at 6 p.m. Eastern time. And on Thursday, so 6 p.m. Eastern time every day. That is counted as next day. So Friday trading started. During the Friday trading, it made a low of 21470. Now we are almost 200 points above that. That means this was around the event when happened, when the market came with the news. And when we can see a move back to 21,900, that is possible. But looking at the situation and the way geopolitical situation going on, I think it will be difficult. But again, you'll have to see how the market perceives and how the market goes. Let's see. Same thing goes for S&P. S&P futures made 5925. Now it's about 5993. Probability of hitting coming back to, there's a possibility it can go to 66,030. That is a highly likely. That is possible. Where it comes to QQQ, as mentioned, that we have broken this support, we retested this support, and we have gapped down, right? Are we going to fill this gap today? Again, the way what we have seen overnight market seems like there is a high probability that we may fill the gap today. And let's see on the same thing here. We broke this internal line, we penetrated into it and came back, and then we have an opening gap. We have a gap here. Can we go back to 600? It's possible, 600 and a little bit plus 600. There is a high possibility. Okay, let's look at, as mentioned, Tesla failed to break this trend line. Are we coming back to this trend? We have yet to see, but what I see, I think there is a pullback move in Tesla. Same thing you see, there is a gap in NVDA. Is it going to be filled? There is, I mean, again, as I said, there is a high probability of market may open lower and go higher. There is a high probability. We'll see how it goes. It's too tricky to say anything at this stage. It all depends when all the participants and the market players are in the funds and institutions are in the market, how they perceive what's likely they're seeing. And you see gap down. So most of the stocks are gap down, but within possibility of filling that gap, there is a high likely probability, right? Okay, Apple may go back to 202. Microsoft still a little bit softer. In this morning session, yesterday it made a new high. Yeah, Microsoft was, I think, at a new high. Yes, Microsoft made all-time new high. And then when it comes to Amazon, is holding this channel. So let's see if it can hold this channel. There is a probability of filling this gap. So most of the stocks are pointing at probability of filling these gaps. Let's see how it goes. Gold, actually, on the other hand, came back close to the high what we have seen on 6th of May, which is 3,435. The high today was 3,444, but it's trading a little lower. That means the uncertainty has found a little bit of calm, but let's see how it goes. Oil has broke through this level, which is, broke the range, and then now it's somewhere around. Oil is 73.54. It made a high of almost 78. Dollar has pulled back a bit, found some support around 97, 90, 98 level. If it goes higher, in order for dollar to go higher, it needs to break 100, this trend line. Treasury yield 5 years still it's into 4.34. We have seen almost a double top at 4.50. Bitcoin dropped. Bitcoin has a good support around 104K, 104.2K. So that's a quick and short analysis for today. We'll get in touch on Monday. Have a wonderful trading day, wonderful Friday, and wonderful weekend.